All right, cool. So we are going to use dumbbells tonight for our workout, and we have some combinations coming your way, along with some cardio and isometric intervals in between. So it's going to be lots of fun. It's going to go by fast, which I know you guys love it when that happens. I do too. Yeah, right? Get it done, get it out of here. All right, enjoy the rest of the night. So we'll warm up for a few moments and then just get right into it. I'm not doing physical assessments right now with you guys unless you really, really want to. Because most of you that are county are seeing me in person, and so we can get those county assessments done just by doing measurements, and you can also do those through the wellness centers and do the in-body testing. So just a little change up that we are able to do. So it's really great. All right, can you guys see me full screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Okay, full screen. All right, perfect. Got really hot out here. Man, I thought it was going to be cold, but now I'm all hot. Okay, let's go ahead and take those heels up behind and just stretch out our quads. And enjoy the rest of our wonderful evening. There we go. All right, we're going to take it into a squat and a curl. So get a deep squat here and then curl your leg up. Just a great way to activate our hamstrings and stretch out our quads. Perfect. Now we're going to add on. I want you to squat and reach across your body to that opposite heel. And just enjoy a little hip opener as you go about this. And you've got one more on each side. All right, we're gonna do a little change up here. Fast feet in place, so just stay right here in place. So we're just increasing the heart rate. We're gonna bring our feet in and out. So in and out, fast feet. And if you need to stay right in place, that's no problem. Keep going, you've got 4, 3, 2, and hold. Back to the hamstring curls. Gotta get my footwork going here. Keep adding those squats in. We're just gonna repeat that one more time. Just kind of get your brain warmed up for combinations. And now heel to the front. So squat, heel, just like that. And if I'm moving too fast, just take it at your own pace. And one more on each side. And back to those fast feet right here on the spot, little football shuffle. Stay low, you can see my butt down, chest is up. Now in and out with the feet. In and out, in and out. Good job, good job. Keep going, you got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, all right. I'm gonna warm you up in some other, in some of the moves that we're gonna do tonight. So starting a hinge right here at the flat back. And then I want you to walk yourself out into a downward facing dog. So stay here for a stretch for a moment. And then I want you to rock forward into a plank and then just take it back. So this is just kind of the preliminary, and then we'll move into the next level here in just a moment. All right, so with what you're gonna see later on is a crouching dog. So go ahead and bend both knees, crouch back, and then rock forward. And to level this up a little bit, we're gonna drive our knee into our chest. So crouch back, and then drive a knee in, and then crouch back again, and switch knees. So let's just go through this a couple times. Right now we're going slow. When we do this later on, it's gonna be for higher intensity purposes. So one more on each side. And last one, and done. Good, sit back into a child's pose and stretch for just a moment. And then we're gonna go right back to our plank position and walk our hands back to our feet. Okay. And bend both knees and roll yourself slowly up. All right, so next up, you guys know kettlebell swings, but we're just gonna go over them real quick. So hinging at our hips, waking up our hamstrings, and go ahead and just swing your arms like you had a kettlebell, trying to stack your shoulders over your hips. It's a great way to warm up your hamstrings. And let's go ahead and do 2 more. And then we're gonna hold it down right here. Hold it down, we'll stretch, round your back, and release. And round, and release. One more time. All right, back to those swings, a little bit more force from the hips on this time through. Good, let's do 3 more, and 2, and one more time, and we're gonna hold right here in that hinge position, and round our backs, and release. And just again, take that at your own pace. And you've got 2 more. And last one right here, and done. Great. Okay, a little bit of lateral movement. We're gonna step to the side squat, come together, step to the side squat, come together. So go nice and deep to begin with. We're gonna kind of layer up with this here in just a moment. Great job. So this is a low impact option for what you're gonna see later on. Okay, the next level is to take it into a full jump out to the side. So jump out and jump in. Jump out. If that's not for you, stay with that low option. And then we're gonna add a little bounce right here in the middle. So come out, bounce middle. Nice. We're not gonna do too many because there's more to come. And one more time, and done. Take it back to that slow squat, and then together. Perfect. So feel your hips drop nice and low, okay, and also nice stretch through the lower legs as you dive into that squat. And one more on each side. We're gonna take it back up again. One more level. Add the jump right here. So jump out, and if you want to, add some arms. Reach up. Good, as long as it doesn't compromise your form, adding the arms is great. One more, and done. All right, heel digs to the front. Just take a little breather. Let me just check my notes real quick. And, oh yes, of course. We've got some really fun wood chopper type movements, but I want you to practice them first. So to begin with, okay, feet are about hip distance apart. You're gonna pivot towards your right and sink into a lunge. So do that right now. And then come back through the center, pivot to the left, and sink into a lunge. Come back through the center. Let's do it again. Pivot. And if you're on like sticky surface, carpet, sometimes you gotta lift your feet a little bit more. Out here on the driveway, I'm okay. But the key element here is that your knees and toes are all turning in the same direction at mostly the same time. All right, so now we're gonna add on, all right? Here's what happens next. We are gonna bring our hands across our front leg and then up. Let's do it again. Cross our front leg and then up. Okay, cross. So as you notice, I'm doing this all on one side. Cross and up. So back knee tucks in and then, so it's kind of hard. You don't have to go too fast. And one more time. All right, now we're gonna move to the other side. So get ready, lunge, arms across the front leg, and reach it up. Pivot, and up. Again, this is slow. There's no need for this to be overly fast right now while we're just getting used to it. And one more time, and all the way up, hold. All right, so rotate side to side, just loosen up through your trunk. As we get into that move later on, if you need to stay with a modification, then you're gonna just do side to side like we started with, instead of going into that full rotational twist. Okay, so just kind of tuck that away for later. Last thing we have here are skaters, and we know skaters, but I wanna get you moving laterally again. So step side to side with low impact. To begin with, swing your arms, and then we'll add a hop, just a little one. So we're gonna layer up one more time here in just a moment. All right, full skater, you're gonna hug that foot behind, okay? Great job, great job. Let's do 2 more on each side. And then we're gonna take it right back down a notch, just tap only. You got one more just like that. So these are gonna be kind of your high intensity blasts that we're gonna go quick through, and I don't wanna have to spend as much time explaining. Add the jump, little baby jump. So that's why we're doing them now in the warm-up. All right, full hop right here. Good, nice soft landing. Maybe speed it up for the last 8 seconds. Great job, and done. All right, couple wrist circles here. Go in both directions. And then take those into elbow, circles back. Keep your feet kind of moving, marching, walking. And then full arm circles, taking a little bit slower. And turning your palms out as you go. And good. Neck, or sorry, ear to the shoulder, neck stretch, end to the shoulder. Good. And just tuck your chin down, right through the middle. Eyes up and down. One more time. And good to go. All right, we're ready to rock. So here's what's gonna happen next. Grab your dumbbells, all right? That's your first thing we're gonna do. We have a kickstand deadlift, and these are 40 seconds on the clock. So you're gonna grab your dumbbell, okay, with your right hand. Your right leg is forward, your left leg is just slightly back behind you, just like this. We're gonna roll our shoulders back. So kickstand deadlift looks like this. Now, when you're doing a deadlift like this, and you have all your weight on one side, including your stability leg, your body's gonna wanna tend to lean, and that's why I have you here, so that you can overcorrect and work the opposite obliques, okay, while you're doing these. So that is your first layer. 40 seconds, I'm gonna get my timer going here, and we'll be rocking. This is a slow burn, so you're gonna think, oh man, this isn't too hard at first, and then all of a sudden, come on, sorry, apps are always fun. Okay, and begin. So right here, so right hand has the weight, and we're hinging. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see. Okay, so if we have our leg too far back like this, okay, it kind of compromises our back a little bit more. And I just want a little baby kickstand so that most of your weight is on the front leg. You stand up tall every single time. So you should feel only your right leg doing the work. Okay, right arm stabilizing. Great job. So we're gonna focus on the right side of the body for the first portion here, and then we'll go left. One more time. All right, so you're gonna keep the weight in the right hand, and you can go both feet right here in the middle. We're gonna hinge, and we're gonna row just straight up the middle. That's your next move. So just row only, and let's begin right here. So we're hinging. Good job. And if you need to come up in between, okay, that's okay. Maybe you need to come out of that position. No problem. And what we're gonna do is put these two moves together into a combination, and we're gonna work a little bit longer. All right? Woo! So should be feeling shoulder, maybe tricep, back, all here with these rows. Doing great. Make sure you're bent over. Sometimes we sneak up here and it's, you know, we try to think it's easier, but I really want you here. And one more time, and done. All right, quick recovery. I'm gonna change gears. We're gonna go to a 60-second timer, and we're gonna put those moves together. Here's what it looks like, okay? So your kickstand deadlift, same leg back. You're gonna go down, row, and then stand up. So hinge, row, and then stand up. So 60 seconds on the clock. Let's get that going here right now and begin. So we hinge, row, and rise. Hinge, row. I always time my classes perfectly with construction projects across the street. Sorry about that. And this is when we all have our time to do stuff, I guess, right? Okay, so you should feel that whole right side of the body working, but also the left side. Feel your obliques. They're also engaging. They're holding your body tight. Good job, good job. It's okay to slow down if you need to. Come on. You've got 15 seconds left. These end up being long sets of work. Great job. Come on, let's get 2 more combos in right here. Just 2 more. Here's our last one. And done. Oh, all right, set the weight down. Give your arm a little shake out, okay? So I'm lifting 15s tonight, so I would recommend if you're lifting really light and you have heavier weights, go a little heavier. You're gonna enjoy that. All right, we're gonna go right into the other side with a kickstand deadlift, and then the row, and then the combination. So let me change that timer for us and get ready to go again. 40 seconds on the clock. So now your left leg is forward, your left arm has the weight, right foot back in that kickstand, and let's go right here. So just hinge only. Hinge and pull. Good job. Now be mindful of your arm that's hanging down. Sometimes we end up wanting to reach lower, and the goal really is to keep both hands, okay, ending up in the same spot when we hinge. So don't let that one arm pull longer. That's not right. Then our obliques are not working, and that's what we want. Good work. Come on, 5 seconds to go. Seems like these hinges go fast, but the rows go slow. All right, quick shake out and put both feet underneath your hips. Same arm for the weight. Reset. Hinge at your hips. Stay down here. Ready? And we row right here. Pull and pull. Good job. Drive with the elbow up. You guys look good. So if you're moving too fast, you got a lot of momentum going and the weight's pulling you down, I want you to slowly lower the weight down. And again, we do not want to bend at the waist to lower the weight lower. Come on, 10 seconds to go. Let's get 3 more reps. You can do it. We might even get 4 more reps in. We'll see. And there it is right there. Okay, so you're gonna set your weight down, take a quick shake out, because now we put it all together combo on this side. All right, let me change that timer for us. Get a drink if you want one, but we're just gonna keep moving. And here we go. So we row, and then we stand. So your left arm has the weight, your left foot is forward. You're in that kickstand position. And you're feeling awesome. And again, no need to rush this. Good job, good job. Come on. Hitting that halfway point right here. So I don't know about you, but when I get tired, I try to jerk that weight up a little bit. Okay, use momentum. Don't do that. Just go slow, even if it means less reps. Good form. If you're lifting heavy, you'll be in good form because you have less tendency to swing the weight, right? Come on, let's get 1 more rep. And this is it. All right, perfect. So set your weight down. Okay, shake out a little bit. Now, so we've come to the time in between weight sets when we're gonna move into an isometric and cardio section. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 isometric exercise and 2 cardio exercises. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna bring the heart rate up. It's gonna challenge your core most likely for the isometric, so that's always fun. So we're gonna start in a plank. These are 30-second intervals for each one. So we're gonna drop down to a plank, either elbows or hands, your choice. And we'll start off with isometric. Now next time we might start off with cardio, okay? So we'll just see how it goes. All right, so hold right here in your plank position. And just stay strong, drawing the abdominals in tight. Perfect. And again, knees are always an option if you need it. All right, only 8 seconds to go. These are gonna go by very fast, but we will repeat them after every 2 sets of weights. So, you know, they'll be challenging here in a moment. All right, jump back up to your feet. You're gonna do a high knee drive. It looks like this. 1, 2, freeze, 1, 2, freeze, okay? Really basic. I didn't preview it with you, but I think you can get it. All right, here we go. Begin. 1, 2, freeze, 1, 2, freeze. Option, march, march, freeze, march, march, freeze, okay? Come on. Let's go. You wanna sit into that supporting leg on the freeze. Quick feet, quick feet. The goal is to get your heart rate high as fast as possible. And one more time, hold and grab a hold of your dumbbell. We're gonna use it like a kettlebell. And we're gonna do kettlebell swings, just like we practiced. So hold on to the end of your weight. If you have light weights, do 2 weights together. So we hinge and we thrust. 30 seconds. Let's go right here. Hinge, thrust. Come on. Snappy hips. I know we just worked our hamstrings, so that's good because now they're ready to rock. Every time you tip over, your abdominals pull tight. Good job. Woo! Almost there. 3 seconds. And 2. And that is it right there. Weight goes down. All right. So we made it through our first full round. Take a quick breather, get a drink. Moving on to the next thing. All right, so now you're gonna use one dumbbell again. On your right side, you're just gonna hold it right above your shoulder, okay? Right leg is gonna be your moving leg. Looks like this. We're gonna curtsy lunge with one weight. Again, we're challenging our opposite obliques, and then we're gonna tap to the side. So curtsy, and here. I'd like you to have your hand out to the side because it prevents you from opening your body up like this. Just keep that arm pointing in the direction that you're moving. You'll be in good shape. So 40 seconds. On that time frame, get ready, get set, and here we go. Wait here, hold, and curtsy, and tap. Curtsy, tap. Good. If this feels pretty good, you also can add a slight rotation of this elbow, your right elbow to your left knee, if you want. One thing to keep in mind is that we're not resting our weight on our shoulder. You can see here it's hovering above my shoulder. That means my back has to work harder. Woo! It's gonna be a burner. Get ready. Good job, almost there. Let's get one more big one in. And done, right there. So bring the weight down for just a moment. The next set in this combination series, rack the weight back up. You're gonna squat down and drive up with one arm. Okay, that's it. So squat down, drive up. If you don't want to do it with heavy weight, drop weight or just do a squat only, weighted on one side. Okay, here we go. Our timer is going. We drive up heavy. Come on. Feel your core. Engage as you press up. Nice work. Woo! Shoulder on fire already, right? So remember, modification, you just take a couple reps where you don't do a press if you need to. Work, good work. We're gonna have fun putting this together here in about 5 seconds. And last one, and done. All right, set your weight down. I'm gonna preview the next round, the combo round, for 1 minute. So if you need to roll that shoulder around, you can. Here's what it looks like. Curtsy lunge to the side, come back to set, squat, and press, okay? Curtsy lunge, come back to set, squat, press, catch, okay? Every single time, you gotta reset. Don't just blow through the moves. All right, 1 minute, coming your way. And begin, you're on the same side. Right hand has the weight, curtsy, squat, press, catch. Do it again. Curtsy, squat, press, catch. Woo! Add that little twist in there. Right, elbow to knee if you want. Whew. Is anybody else's shoulder tired just from holding the weight? Yeah. You got this. Come on, use your breath. As it's getting tough, exhale when it's hard. That's my hard spot right there. Whew. We've got just 10 seconds to go. We can do it. Come on, let's get one more in. Full combo. And drive it, catch it, done. All right, that's it. So, give your arm a little rub out if you lifted heavy. Woo. Let's go right to the other side. So we're gonna start with a curtsy lunge. We'll hold the weight with our left side. Curtsy and tap. That's where we're going. Back to 40 seconds. Get ready. Get set. And here we go. Curtsy down. And tap. Whew. Good. Now think about your foot that's grounded. The whole foot stays planted on the floor. Don't think about lifting any part of it. Good, now start adding the rotation in, right? Just a little tiny twist. Woo! You guys look good. Come on, give me 10 seconds more. Back knee's still bending, right? And one more rep. This is it. And done. Okay, shake out. So, push press. on your left side. You rack the weight, you squat down, you drive up without locking the elbow. Here we go. Squat and press. And it's okay if you want to go a little slower on those squats to power up quick. Great job, halfway. Come on, you can do this. Can you think about using your legs just as much as your upper body here, right? Come on, final 5 seconds, you can do it. And last one. And done. All right, weight goes down. Whew. Take a quick break. Shake out that arm. And we're doing it again, full combo. Just so you know, this is the only time we're doing these exercises. So don't feel like it's gonna repeat itself here in 5 minutes or something. It's not going to. All right, rack the weight back up. Get ready. We curtsy, we come center, we press, we catch. Same thing as before. All right, here we go. Curtsy behind, squat, press, rack it, curtsy, squat, and rack. Good job. Woo. Not about speed here, all about control, quality movement. We'll save the speed for cardio. Good, you're halfway. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that is where we are. Whew. Now, are you still thinking about using your legs and not just your upper body? Come on. Drive out of the squat. Power. Come on, you just got one more. Finish it up. And done. Right there. That timer went off. And again, whew. Rotate your arm, maybe both directions. And it is time for a little cardio and isometric. We're going to start cardio this time, just for a change up. So get a drink if you want. And we're going to move into the low to high wood chop. Okay. We're going to do it on 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. So I don't necessarily need you to use weight on this one unless you want to use a lighter weight. That would be fine. Okay. But remember, we lunge, we pivot, bring our arms across our leg, and we fire up quick to the side. Come down and up, okay? So if you know it and you feel comfortable, your knees are gonna move with your toes, you can go faster. If you feel like you need to go slower, no problem at all. 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds on the other side. Get ready, and let's start right first. So pivot and up, pivot and up. Good, make sure that back knee tucks under the hip. And if you wanna work harder, a little more force going on as your arms cross your knee. I love this exercise. It's great for the core, great for the hips, but also gets our heart rate up. One more time, and done. All right, get ready. Same thing on the other side, so shake out a little bit. Again, here's what it looks like. Pivot, and up. Keep in mind, each side of your body functions a little differently. So be patient with it. Now, as you reach your arms up, you gotta make sure that this front leg, okay, pivots and goes with it. Nice job, nice job. Come on, 10 seconds. Nice and powerful as you cross your front leg. And as you go up. One more, and done. Whew. All right, moving right along, we go into our next phase of isometric. Let me look at my notes here. And it is a hollow hold. So we're on the ground, hollow hold. Our legs are out, our backs are on the ground if we'd like, or we can go up and lift our upper body. Okay, your choice. Lots of options here, 30 seconds on the clock, and begin. So we're holding. Looking down at our belly button, modify by one leg. Anytime if you want to put your head down, you can. Woo! Come on, 10 seconds. We can do this. Try to go lower. Try to go wider with your arms. 3, 2, and done. All right, up we go. Get a drink of water. We're back into our weight section. Okay, so we're gonna bring it down to the ground into a plank position for this one. Okay, now we're gonna jump our feet in, okay, and then pop right back out into a plank position. Modification here is hand or feet, back, back. So you don't have to jump if you don't want to. Completely up to you. The other thing I'm gonna ask you to do though is to grab a hold of your weights and put them underneath your hands. Okay, so if you don't feel comfortable resting on your weights, okay, you don't have to, but I would recommend staying right here because what's next is gonna be an upright row later on. So just kind of practice having your hands on your weights. So to begin with, just the frog jump only, or walking frog if you would prefer that, your choice. Okay, timer on, and here we go. So we're back, and then we hop. Now I kind of want this to be slower. I gotta tuck in my shirt. A little bit slower here because I want you to plant your feet flat on the ground. So when we go into that combination later on, you're ready and able to get up in a safe position. Again, walking option right here. Or if this isn't working for you at all, you also could put your hands on a table or a chair and do hop backs from there. One more, and done. Stand up. Woo, quads are on fire. Okay, next up, upright rows. So you can do one arm at a time, like this, or you can do both arms, your choice. Let's go. Keep in mind that we're not scrunching our shoulders into our ears. Okay, our elbows are kind of pulling up and back. And when we do this in the combo, it's only one at a time. So we are burning out right now, but during the combo, you'll have a frog in between. Good, controlling up and down. Woo! Feeling good. Remember options if you have really heavy weight, if you need to modify and one at a time. All right, last one. All right, weights go down. So get them back into position and get ready in that frog jump again. Here's what it looks like. I'm gonna demonstrate it real quick. So you're in your plank, you're gonna hop in, you're gonna pull up, row, squat back down, go back, in, pull up, just like that. So again, not fast, all control. 1 minute timer, here we go. Start with plank, frog, and pull straight up, and squat back down. Go back, in, pull straight up, and go down. Remember, you can walk back, walk in, pull up, and down. I love this when you are pulling up off the ground into that upright row because your core and back, along with your legs and arms, are working together. Good job, 20 seconds. That is all. Woo. Final 15. All right, let's get one more rep in right here. You got it. And done. Woo. All right, weights down. Moving on to the next exercise. This next one's gonna go to the ground, okay? You are gonna use weight for the second half of it. The first half is just a hip bridge. So bring yourself to the ground, hip bridge. If you want weight on your hips, you could. We're just gonna lift your hips up and down. Just, all right? So, like I said, it's gonna go into the combo in just a few moments. But right now, enjoy a more moderate exercise. All right, hips up and down. So if you can see my toes, they're elevated. So it's just my heels digging in. And really try to get your hips fully extended with your butt squeezing. All right, this is easy peasy, right? You've got 10 seconds, no big deal. But then our arms are gonna have to work again. All right, let's get one more. And that is all right there. Okay, you're gonna just roll yourself either up or over and grab a hold of your weights. Now, the next move is a skull crusher, okay? So I'm gonna probably use just my 15 pounds on this one. I'm not sure, I might have to play with it a little bit. But your elbows are gonna be bent right about just a little more than 90. You're gonna bring your weight back behind your head, keeping your elbows in the same angle the whole time. And then you're gonna bring your elbows back down towards your ribs. So kind of an arcing motion here with your hips on the ground, okay? If you have lighter weights, then you go ahead and use 2 weights, 1 in each hand. Okay, so that's all. Let's get ready here. You got 5 seconds. Lay on back. Think about your triceps and lats working, and begin. Elbows locked into place, and they're just like they're on a track. Now you're gonna notice that when your weight goes back behind your head, okay, if you're not feeling, your abs aren't holding you in place, then you may feel your low back pop off the ground, or your ribs pull apart from each other, and you want to keep it all tight. So back pulled down to the ground, and rib cage pulled towards hips. Good. And again, this doesn't have to be fast. We're gonna save that for the cardio. And done, right there. Okay, so you break for a moment. I'm gonna show you the next move. Your weight starts back, and as you bring your elbows in, your hips thrust up, and then you go right back down, okay? So 1 minute, let me change that timer. That is where we're going. Get ready, here we go. Weight starts back, hips are down, and elbows and hips come together, and then we slow back down. Elbows and hips, slow back down. Good, give yourself time to touch your hips to the ground. Generally, your weight doesn't touch the ground behind you, okay? Usually, that's not where you want to be. You want your elbows bent. And you're feeling that tug between the rib cage and the hips. Like you've got little suspenders on right there holding you in place. Good job, come on. If you've got one weight and it's a little easy, you know how to make it harder? Squeeze the end of your weight, like you're trying to bend your weight, okay? Add a little more muscle effort right there. Come on, 8 seconds to go. And last one, done. Woo! All right, I don't know which one was working harder, my hamstrings or my triceps. Let's get back up. Actually, we're gonna get back over, I should say, and move into our isometric exercise first, followed by 2 cardios. So get a quick drink. I'm gonna set a timer, and we are gonna move into a back extension. So we're gonna be face down on the mat, okay? Looks like this. You can have your hands here, here, or down by your sides, okay? Either one is fine. 30-second hold, legs lifted, butt squeezing. Great exercise for the back of the body. And 30 seconds, get ready, and let's go. So either here, here, or here. I'm gonna be here for a moment just to get that rotation in the shoulders. So, big glute squeeze. Woo! And again, modification, you can tuck your toes to the ground and just lift your upper body only. Completely up to you. Good job, come on, stay here. 5 seconds longer. And done. All right, do you remember when we did those knee drivers from that crouching dog position? That's what's coming next. So you're gonna be in a downward facing dog and then bend your knees. And then you're gonna shoot forward here and then crouch back, shoot forward, and it's kind of quick, all right? So the shoot forward, you're gonna pause for a moment and then go right back. 30 seconds on the clock, get ready, and begin. Crouch, freeze, crouch, freeze. So use that crouch to launch you forward. It should be bringing your heart rate up. It's not a stretch anymore. Come on, 8 seconds, you got it. One more time. Done. All right, standing up for our final piece of cardio. Okay, I know we did these ones and now you forgot, but we're gonna bring them back. You're out and you're in. And if you want, arms overhead, jump back in, 30 seconds, go. Come on, bring it up. Heart rate high, intensity high, low impact right here if you need it, okay? Good, 10 seconds to go. Woo! Let's get 2 more reps in and done. Time is up. All right, feels like those are getting harder and harder, don't they? Get a drink of water, you're doing great. All right, we're gonna move into one more final round of combos and iso core or iso cardio, sorry. And they'll be done. Moving quick. All right, so next up, we're gonna be on our back, okay, with our dumbbells, and we're gonna do some chest presses. So if you feel like you're not comfortable laying down right now and you would rather do push-ups instead, that's fine. But you can lay down and you're gonna have your weights up and drop elbows down and push up, okay? Maria, I think I noticed you had a band, so if you want to, you can lay on your band and, wrap your hands and press, or you could pull your band apart and do chest presses that way. Either one. Okay, so back to 40 seconds. And here we go. Only chest presses, and they're not fast. All right, here we go. Elbows toward the ground. You don't have to necessarily touch. The goal is to activate through your chest and shoulders. Ooh, that feels nice. Give those legs a little breather. Good job, good job. So we're going to start engaging the core on the next one. As you've noticed, all of our core exercises are kind of mixed in tonight. We will not be doing a set at the end. And almost there, give me 3 seconds more. And done. All right, weights come down. Next up, just flutter kicks only. So your legs are extended and you're gonna flutter kick those legs. So I want you to point your toes so your quads work. Okay, so here, modification is little heel digs toward the ground. Okay, that might feel a little better if you don't like this option on your back or your hip flexors. But these are strong legs, no matter which position they're in. They're not kind of floppy fish like this. Good. You can also take your legs up higher, but you'll feel it a little bit more through the middle of your abdominals and lower. Come on, 10 seconds. Now we're gonna really try to get fancy and see if we can put our chest press and our flutter kick together and see how that goes, all right? That's our goal. We'll see. Good job, you got 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in and take a little stretch. Okay, if at any time you feel this in your low back and your hip flexors and it doesn't feel comfortable in your body, then you are gonna change to heel digs just like this. Do not stress your low back just to stay in a position that's not right for your body. Not worth it. Okay, let's get going on 1 minute. I'm gonna show you first, and then here's what it's gonna look like. That's just the preliminary. All right, so legs are at an angle. Get your legs going first. You can go ahead and do this with me if you want to, and then you're gonna bring your elbows down and press them up, and bring them down. All right, ready? Let's begin right here. And if this is too much motion for you, okay, then you can just hold your legs and do chest presses in either tabletop or extended. Either way, so challenging. I'm regretting my 15 pounds right now. Woo! Again, listen to your body. Remember, maybe it's here, like this instead. Totally cool. Okay, you're over halfway. How do you feel? What can you do? Okay, if it's too hard, what can you do to modify and keep going? If it's too easy, what can you do to make it harder? Legs lower, make it harder. And you know the modifications already. If it's too hard on the arms, sorry, just keep going. Just slow it down. Almost there. One more rep and done. Oh, we made it. All right, weights go down. Whew. Let's give those arms a little break. Open up, nice and wide, into a stretch. Okay, last combination. You ready for this? Whew. So we're gonna be back in a plank position. We're gonna do a renegade rows. All right, so looks like this. So plank position, I'm probably gonna do on my knees with these heavy ones, but you're gonna row and row. You wanna do it from a full plank, legs wide, and pull, okay? So maybe neither one of those are good for you, and you need to be tabletop here and here. That's another option. So 40 seconds, right there. And here we go, begin. So if you're on your knees and you're in that half plank, your hips are tucked. And the goal is really not to let your body rock to one side like this, okay? But just to really stay solid here. And this is gonna seem somewhat familiar to that Frogger move that we did earlier, but we're gonna work some different muscles on the arms when we get to that point. All right, moving on, you got one more for each side. Woo. And last one here, and done. All right, so take your weights, you're gonna come into a nice deep squat. Okay, we're gonna come into a deep squat here, and we're gonna curl from this squat position. Yes, we are. Okay, so if you need to, you can alternate right here. If your legs are not feeling this at all, like if they don't feel good, you can come all the way up. But try to stay low as long as you can. Whew. It's hard. You can't use the rest of your body, can you? You just have to isolate those arms. Come on, 10 seconds. I should have grabbed my lighter weight. And one more time. And done. All right. So we're gonna have some fun with this one. You're gonna struggle through it a little bit, and that's okay. Get the struggle. So here's what it's gonna look like. Okay. You're gonna be in your plank position, either knees or toes. We're gonna row, one on each side. Row. You're gonna step your feet into that low squat. You're gonna curl, release, step back, and then go back to the rows again. So a lot of different stuff going on, all right? If you need to do it without weight, maybe you wanna do, the rows without weight, and then just do curls with weight, you choose. But it is 1 minute. All right, it's probably our hardest one, but we can do it. Here we go, start in your plank position. We row, and we row. Walk your feet in, it's not about jumping. Low squat, curl, set it down, walk back, and do it again. Row. Again, this is your core work, okay? So enjoy it, breathe through it, and walk. Heavy or light, it doesn't matter what you're lifting. This should be challenging you to perform at a high intensity level. We've only got 10 seconds left. That's probably enough for one more final rep here. Knock this out. Finish in your plank, and you made it. All right. So now we're gonna finish with our final round of iso cardio. 90 seconds of work, and then we're gonna stretch. So get a quick drink. Move your weights out of the way for right now. And we'll do cardio first just for fun, okay? So skaters are your first exercise. Skaters, we practice those. Okay, so we're gonna get that going in about 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, and skate it out right here. Come on, skate, skate, skate. Whew. Now, move your arms a little bit because they're probably a little tired, aren't they? Mine are tired. Good job. Remember, low impact. If your knees are bothering you at all, no problem. Good job, good job. Come on, 5 seconds. After this, we're gonna go back to those knee drivers. Okay, the running knee drivers. Ready, go. 1, 2, freeze. 1, 2, freeze. The only thing we're gonna change, so we're gonna move side to side. Okay, 1, 2, freeze. There you go. If you need to, step, step, freeze. That's fine too. Good job, 10 seconds. Our final exercise is gonna be an overhead hold with weight. It's isometric for the back and shoulders. Now, you have a band, step wide, and you're gonna hold the band up. If you're using heavy weights, okay, maybe it's one weight only above the head like this. If you've got heavy weights, try to go 2 arms up. You should feel your core, your back, shoulders, all working together. Here we go. Hold. Okay, if you want to make it harder, palms forward, just like this. So the wider your arms are, the more your back and shoulders are stabilizing along with your core. Make it easier, bring it in closer. Now, if you really want to make it hard, tap your toes forward, okay, or side to side. Just changing the weight, shifting the weight from side to side causes your body to adjust. That's it. You made it. Put them down. Woo. We did it, guys. Awesome job. All right, let's go ahead and open our arms out to the side. Mine are shaking pretty bad. And then thumbs down, push back. And take a big inhale up. We're gonna dive forward like we've got a big ball in front of us. Roll forward. Bend your knees. And then lift up and open to a big Y. Oh, let's do it again. Open your arms to the side. Thumbs up. Good. Rotate, thumbs down. Keep pushing back. Whew. And lift up tall. And dive forward, round. Bend your knees and bring it on up. Open wide at the top, palms open. Maybe wiggle your fingers even. All right, we're gonna take this into a side lunge. So right leg is gonna side lunge. Good. And then as you come up, okay, we're gonna take our hands together in front of us and do a little twist to the side and then lunge again. So easy lunge, so inner thigh, come up, take a little twist. Good. And last one like this, and now we're gonna go all the way into that lunge and then do a rotation in the bottom. So just a slight rotation. Same arm as lunging leg is up. And let's bring it right back to center. Same thing on the other side. Lunge to the side. Ooh. Come up, hands together. Just a little spine twist. I don't know about you, but sometimes lifting heavy, you know, like you just kind of lock up through your midsection a little bit. Your spine loses some mobility, so it's always good to just check and make sure we've got that going. This is our last one, and then we will do that full windmill stretch. So to the side, hold it down, open up. Good job. All right, let's bring it down to the mat for this last section. And I'm gonna have you take your right leg in front, left leg in back. So both knees are bent, okay? And first thing we're gonna do is take our right arm and lift it over. So it's a really great stretch for the obliques. And if that doesn't feel good, just lift straight up. Lift over. And then you're gonna reach both arms out in front. So just thumbs up, reach out in front. I don't want you to round yet. I want you to keep your back mostly flat. And you're gonna feel that in the right glutes. And now if you want to, you can just lower your body, rest on the ground. All right, keep the legs in the same position, but move your right hand behind you. And we're gonna feel a stretch in our quad for our back leg. So you can either just press your hip forward, or if you want to, you can lift your hips off the ground. Either one, you're gonna enjoy a lengthening in that back leg. So either right arm back, okay, you're here, or you can be supported with both arms. Good job. And we'll just flip the leg. So take your other one to the front. So left leg forward, and left arm reaches up, and side bend. Woo. We worked our obliques way more than you think. All right, let's go ahead and reach our thumbs up and our hands out, trying not to round at this point. And then it always does feel so good to just lay down and let your body just collapse onto the ground. So go ahead and do that right here. And walk your hands back, left hand behind at least, okay? And push the hip forward. That's your first level in this stretch. Next level is to press our hips up. All right, release. We're gonna flip over onto our hands and knees and move into a child's pose. We're gonna start there at least. So hands reach out. First layer right here. Next layer, if you want to, is to flip your right hand up. And I want you to reach your right hand a little further and lay your right ear into your bicep. So you're just gonna stay right here. Hopefully you're gonna feel that, okay, through your lats, a little bit through the shoulders here. All right, let's switch to the other side. So reset, palms down, and then left palm reaches up and stretch the arm out. And notice my hips aren't necessarily down on my heels. They're kind of elevated a little bit, but I'm laying all my weight into the left side. And then we'll go to all fours and round our back. And just roll through the spine. And really take that time to mobilize your spine. It's not just up and down. Okay, rounding, feeling each vertebrae move as you transition from these positions. One more time. Tuck your tailbone even. Did it. We're gonna roll our wrists around just for a moment. They are always forgotten. So rotate those guys around. Yeah, move your fingers in and out. Okay, we made it. Awesome job tonight, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to stay on and chat afterwards, I'm available if you need to get going and enjoy your night. I totally get it. Okay, those of you that I'll see again in class, I look forward to that as well.